Alright, in this video we are going to begin our Zentangle, and the Zentangle design is going to also be considered what we would a radial design. So you've got a piece of watercolor paper, and we want to be real careful with the taking care of this watercolor paper. We're not going to draw real heavy dark lines, but for the sake of this demonstration, mine may seem just a little darker. So anywhere in this center area, I am going to put a dot, and that's the first thing. So I'm going to off-center it just a little bit. I don't want it exactly in the center, so I'm going to put it right about here. So the next thing we are going to do after that is we are going to divide this paper into 8 to 10 sections. And so I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to draw away from this and divide it. So I'm going to draw some curvy lines. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That might actually be 8. I'll have to count these again. Okay, so I've divided that now. I'm going to count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that counts. Now, when you do this, you could also divide it into straight lines. For example, if this is my paper, I may say, okay, here we go, and I'm going to use straight lines like this. So straight, curvy, it's up to you. I would not go with jagged lines, though, because that will interfere with the next step. So straight or curvy, something along those lines. And this would be a good stopping point if you're watching the video. Okay, so with the next step, after you've drawn this, we are now going to take each of these sections and we are going to divide it into 3 or more parts. And I'm going to say 3 to maybe 5 parts. So when you do this part, you could draw straight lines, you could draw curved lines, you could draw angled lines like V shapes. It's really up to you. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to do this one section. I'm going to divide it into V shapes. There's 1, there's 2, and 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. Now as I get to over here, I'm going to do 1, 2, and I like the fact that they're touching here, but because this one's longer than this one, I'm actually going to see one more right here. So again, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So you're going to do this all the way around. You're going to divide all of these sections into 3 to 5 parts. 1, 2, 3. All right? And that would, again, would be a good stopping point. And that will be the end of this first video, step number 1.